I'm back in front of the GROB again, my friends, and I'm with my buddy Aric here, and there's something we just have to talk about because it gets overlooked. Why does it get overlooked? Because when we see GROB moving, we see all those sexy dance moves that it makes, the parts that it creates, we think that it can flip upside down, we see the speed. But did you know it can run just a regular tombstone as well, like a horizontal machine? That is important to understand. Aric, you conveyed this message to me. Why is that so important to understand here in Texas?
So in the sales, we get to see trends. We see machines come and go. We see machines that are hot, machines that are going to new technology. And one thing that I'm seeing more and more is that people that are getting out of horizontal and they're going to this type of work, right? So the issue is that, and you may have hit on this earlier, sometimes they don't want to go full into 5-axis. They've still got all this traditional 4-axis work on a traditional tombstone, what have you. And also as job shops, we don't know what's coming in from day to day. So why would I want to abandon this customer to go into this when I can have the best of both? And so the neat thing about the GROB is that because it is a horizontal, and the way it, like this, for example, is a 630 millimeter table, you can actually have this with a series of automation that makes that real life. So we can have a traditional 2-pallet APC like you're used to seeing on a horizontal. We can put a pallet pool out here. And by golly, if you don't want to do any of that, you got plenty of room. You can lower a tombstone right on this thing, and then you're horizontal. You lock that axis and you're just doing traditional horizontal work. And then, oh, by the way, yeah, I can still tilt that thing and maybe get to an angle that I couldn't do in my traditional horizontal. So it's really important.
Yeah, the way you describe that, to convey from me to the audience, for all the folks out there who have a horizontal machine right now, would say, what if every horizontal you had could all of a sudden do 5-axis as well? Would you like that?
That's right.
I mean, that's the upgrade.
Well, it is, and there's the other thing. You think about it this way too. There's a lot of people who have automation lines, like a linear rail, and they'll have a whole bunch of horizontals on that rail. How nice would it be to wheel this GROB up to that rail and be able to load with your other machine, different brands, right? Depending on, as long as that automation can suit for loading and unloading, and now all of a sudden we can incorporate a 5-axis GROB on the line and give you that extra productivity, extra capability.
Yeah, Aric, I'm glad we made this extra video here at Prosper Machine Tools. It's so important to understand both local, national, and global desires when it comes to these machines.
Yeah.
We've talked about being able to flip upside down, the chip flush, the coolant flush, the ability to make sure that when that spindle retracts, which it has right now, we have all that space on bigger. These are topics we talk about regularly and that we've done videos on regularly, but we hadn't touched on what you described, making it a true horizontal, because we get excited about all the others.
We do, and it's I kind of geek out about this. This is one of my favorite
I love
machines.
geeking out, by the way.
Well, I mean, this is oil field country, right? This is Texas, right? This is energy. And I can tell you that everything from rock bit manufacturers to just everybody just wanting to do work on a GROB, they look at this and they go, oh my gosh, you mean I can put a much bigger part on a smaller machine and I don't have to spend all this extra money to have that capacity? And then, oh, by the way, I can still do it as a horizontal. And oh, by the way, I can do this.
Take my money already.
Yeah. It's one of those deals, absolutely.
It's also one of those deals when we say make the joke of take my money, you're making a lot more. When you invest in something like this, the return on that investment is so much more than the investment up front.
It really has, and I've been very blessed in the Texas market, selling quite a few of these, and I've seen what they've done for our customers, and I've seen what that does for their people, right? I've told you before, I believe in created to create, and I see what this does for people, and it's a home run.
Well, you can sell that many machines, you can also buy that kind of hat. When you are the man like Aric is, that's how you can wear that hat with style, hands on the hips. But thank you all for watching. This is GROB. This is my friends at Prosper Machine Tools. You're looking for that machine? Give these guys a call.